Deborah Kerr rose to stardom when she was just 20 years old. She remained at the top of her game for over 20 years. But did you know that she didn't win an Oscar award until 1994 after 6 failed nominations? In today's video, we'll be looking at her life and the challenges she faced in becoming one of the most successful actresses of the 20th century. Ballet dancing and acting. Kerr was born Deborah Jane Trimmer on 30 September 1921 in Glasgow to Captain Arthur Charles Kerr Trimmer and Kathleen Rose. Her father was a World War I veteran who lost his leg and was gassed during the war. He became a naval architect and a civil engineer after the war ended. Her mother was a ballet dancer. Kerr spent her childhood in Helensburgh with her parents and her grandparents. Her grandmother was a strict person who often made her lie on her back on the floor so she could improve her posture. She had a younger brother who died in a road rage incident in 2004. Being born in a very turbulent time, it was only natural for Kerr to look for something she could express herself with, and so she developed an interest in dancing and acting. She started training as a ballet dancer when she was in school and even performed in a play in 1938. She quickly decided that she wanted to be an actress and started taking lessons from her aunt Phyllis Smale. She soon changed her name to Deborah Kerr. Becoming a star in Britain. Kerr first appeared on stage in 1937. She performed in some Shakespeare plays at the Open Air Theatre and then starred in her first British film called Contraband. She was 18 when the film was shot, but unfortunately, her scenes were removed. About a year later, she got a support role in another film. She got a leading role in her third film called Love on the Dole, which is also the film that shot her to stardom in the UK. One film critic wrote, "It's a charming piece of work by a very pretty and promising beginner. So pretty and so promising that there is the usual yapping about a new star." She starred as the lead character in a couple of more films and quickly became everyone's favorite actress, not just in the UK, but also in America. The Life and Death of Colonel Blimp. Perhaps one of the most diverse roles of her film career was in the 1943 film The Life and Death of Colonel Blimp. She performed as 3 different women: driver, governess, and wife. During the shooting of the film, Kerr became involved in a romantic relationship with Michael Powell, one of the directors of the film. Powell said, "I realized that Deborah was both the ideal and the flesh and blood woman whom I had been searching for." The film didn't receive positive reviews when it was released, and the producers got into some trouble with the British Army. But contrary to what film critics believed and said, the film actually proved to be a commercial success. Kerr's relationship with Powell came to an end when she told him that she was willing to move to America if she was given an offer to work in Hollywood. Moving to Hollywood and quitting films. In 1947, Kerr starred as a nun in the film Black Narcissus, and it proved to be a success in both the UK and the US. Kerr ended up winning the New York Film Critics Award as Actress of the Year for her performance. She got a contract with MGM Studios and moved to Hollywood. Kerr announced that her name was pronounced as Carr and not Kerr, and that's when MGM billed her as Carr rhymes with star. It was around this time that she won her first Oscar nomination. She won a total of 6 nominations for an Oscar award before she finally received the statuette. Thanks to her British accent and demeanor, she was mostly given roles of proper English ladies, but Kerr was always trying to find roles that weren't too serious. She starred as the lead character in the comedy film Please Believe Me. She started receiving more diverse roles when she starred as a military wife who has an affair with a military officer in the 1953 film From Here to Eternity. It's a bit difficult to wrap your head around why she got tired of playing roles of elegant British ladies, because Kerr would go on to quit films in 1968 because she believed they had become too vulgar and violent. Whatever her reasons were, it was evident that Kerr was a very versatile actress, and that's what she was known for in Hollywood. After she stopped accepting roles in films, she started appearing in TV shows in the 80s. Her TV career didn't take off the way her film career did, but she did manage to win an Emmy Award nomination for her performance in one show. Broadway debut and stage work. Being a popular film star wasn't enough, so Kerr decided to make her Broadway debut in 1953 in the play Tea and Sympathy. She won a nomination for a Tony Award for her performance, and she went on to reprise her role in the film adaptation of the play. Kerr always preferred theater over films. She said, "I do it because it's exactly like dressing up for the grown-ups. I don't mean to belittle acting, that I'm like a child when I'm out there performing, shocking the grown-ups, enchanting them, making them laugh or cry. She briefly returned to the stage in London in the 70s and also performed in a Pulitzer Prize-winning Broadway play called Seascape. Marriages. Carr's first husband was squadron leader Anthony Bartley. They married in 1945 and had 2 daughters, Melanie Jane and Francesca Ann. Bartley was a jealous person, envying Kerr's success. They weren't happy together, and they argued a lot because Carr was mostly away from home because of her job. Carr divorced Bartley in 1959 and married author Peter Vertel a year later. They remained together until Carr's death. It was later revealed that Carr had had an affair with actor Stuart Granger. Granger wrote in his autobiography that Carr approached him in his car when he was shooting a film. Granger was married at the time, but they decided to have an affair anyway. When Carr was later asked about this, all she said was, "What a gallant man he is." Death. Before her death, Carr lived in Switzerland for a while, but when her health became worse, she moved to England to spend time with her children. She died of Parkinson's disease on 16 October 2007 in Suffolk, England. Her husband, Vertel, died of cancer 3 weeks later. Her last public appearance was when she received her Oscar award in 1994. She was an incredibly shy person, and when she appeared on the stage to accept her award, she said, "I have never been so terrified in my life, but I feel better now because I know I'm among friends. Thank you for giving me a happy life." What's your favorite Deborah Kerr film? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure you hit the subscribe button.